Oh man, I just spent like 5 minutes wondering why the heck there was nothing going through my microphone, and then I realized it wasn't plugged in. Oh yeah, Zaccura, the professional. Hoorah! Hello, I'm Zaccura and welcome back to my channel, and today I've got a collab with another artist slash animator called Captain Thinker. This is a collab that was very overdue and it was my fault. He contacted me like in November or December, I don't remember, sometime the end of the year 2017. And he contacted me wondering if I was interested in doing a collab, but I wasn't able to at the time because the end of the year is madness for me. And then I ended up putting so many things on myself for the beginning of the year that I wasn't ever able to get back to him until eventually I was just like, oh darn it, I've gotta do this. So I contacted him and we set it up, and I was still really delayed because his video is already up, which I'll have linked up in the card and in the description box. Go check it out. And his is technically kind of like the part one because you can actually already see like his finished piece in my video here. But so I'd recommend pausing this video and go checking out his first, or not if you want to hang here. You know, I can't argue with that, right? But anyway, for our collab, we decided to do this sort of you draw half, I draw half kind of idea where we both draw half of the same illustration. He came up with the idea first, and then I kind of threw the idea of like, oh, so like a fist bump or something like that, and he was like, yeah, and then I was like, okay, so what should we do? And he was like, fist bump sounds pretty cool, and I was like, okay, let's do it. So the concept was we'd have our characters, like our persona characters, on the bottom, and then we'll have like a zoomed in shot of our hands doing a fist bump. So he sketched up the template sketchy thingy majingy for us to follow, and I also I imported his image for reference as well. And then it hit me, and I was like, hold on a minute here. I've got the power here because I'm part two. I can be like a total troll and make my side like totally troll-like. And then I it was hard to resist the urge, but I toned it down a bit. I toyed with the idea of like giving myself sunglasses or something really funny and cool or whatever. But I was like, okay, I can't go overboard with this. So I eventually just settled with the finger guns. The finger guns, kind of like, yeah, you know. But I ditched the sunglasses because I felt maybe that'd be too much. I don't know. So we titled this collab "Partners in Crime" because it relates to the bracelets that we're wearing in this illustration. So when Captain Thinker was sketching the initial template, he was like, hey, wouldn't it be cool if we had like bracelets or something? And I was like, yeah, okay, what should it say? And he was like, I don't know, what should it say? And then I did a quick Google search and I found some friendship bracelets, and I saw one that said Partners in Crime, and we were like, that's the one. There you go. When it came to actually drawing it, I ran into one issue, and that is, in case you guys haven't noticed, my chibi doesn't have fingers. I mean, okay, it does sometimes, like if I need to accentuate something. Actually, in this drawing, I actually do have like the pointy finger because I'm doing finger guns, but normally it's just a blob. So I was like, okay, wait a minute, how is this fist gonna work? And I was like, okay, well, it's zoomed in, like really zoomed in, right? So maybe we can just pull a SpongeBob thing here where, you know, if you watch SpongeBob, it's like, you know, it's all cartoony and stuff, but then sometimes they have these really zoomed in, detailed, painterly images. And I was like, okay, I can have fingers for that. I still kept it kind of chibi and cute, kind of, but to be honest, it was based off of my own hand, and if you guys have seen my videos, you know I have like fat hands. I'm not actually sure why I have been told that I have like baby hands, even though they're like large. I'm a real life chibi, guys. Deal with it. But anyway, back to the drawing. So, when it came to the line work, I decided to use the pencil tool for the line work. And if you made it to my live stream, which by the way, I need to do more live streams. Live streams coming soon. But anyway, I was working on that animatic, which I'll have linked up in the card if you haven't seen it, where I did all the line work with the pencil tool rather than a pen tool. And the reason I did that was because I had to draw so many drawings, and I just feel that of all of the tools, the pencil tool is the one that just feels the best for me in Clip Studio, the rough pencil tool in Clip Studio Paint. I just felt like it was the one that just felt the most natural to me, it felt the most comfortable. So I said like, oh, what the heck, I am not going to use the pen tool like hundreds of times to make hundreds of drawings, because it's really, it's kind of hard for me to get really nice, clean, smooth lines with the pen tools. It just takes me a lot longer. So after doing that whole animatic with just using the pencil tool for the line work, I found that it actually, I like it. So for this drawing, I decided, you know, okay, let's try to do like a full illustration, or half an illustration rather, that would, you know, be in full color and so forth, but has just using the pencil as a line work. And I thought it ended up being pretty okay. So hey, is this another step to the evolution of Zaccura's style? What? Okay, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I think I'm probably gonna stick with it because it just feels better for me, and I think that's what digital art is about. Right? Really, any art. That's how any art is about. It's like whatever feels best for you is what you should be doing, right? So, so to get around the fact that when the pencil tool doesn't come out like perfectly black, it's kind of gray, I just copy and paste the line work, and then and so basically I have two layers of the same line work, and then I fuse them together, and they end up becoming much darker. And you can do that like 3 times. Basically, the more you do it, the blacker it becomes. So yeah, it's kind of like cheats line work, I guess, right? Because it's done with the pencil tool. And when it came to the color, I noticed that Captain Thinker on his side, he did sort of this cell shading technique on his little character, but then on the fist, it's kind of more, the shading is softer and more painterly, again, like the SpongeBob thing. So I decided to do the same thing. I went with the cell shading on my character, very similar to my icon, and on the fist, I decided to do softer shading. And when it came to the background, I noticed that he kind of went for this sort of gradient-ish colors with the purple and the blue, so I decided to do a similar thing, but I didn't want to also use blue, so I ended up using like green and purple and yellow and orange, and ended up kind of being like psychedelic, but hey, that's Zaccura for you. Also, when it came to writing the letters on the charm, because the letters that I had to write were like the part I cry. You know, the first half of the charm. I didn't know what font to use because he used some kind of font, and he uses Photoshop, I'm pretty sure. I don't have Photoshop, and I have no idea what font he used, so I just kind of picked a font, and it doesn't look like it very much at all, but hey, that's our bracelet. Our bracelet has 2 parts, and they have different font on both sides, because that's cool. Also, originally in his template, I was supposed to sign it on like the right of my character, but I ended up signing it on the left of my character because I just felt it would be more balanced that way, more symmetrical. So yeah, sorry CT. I broke the rules. And then finally I put some glowy effect in the zigzaggy half cross thingamajig between our fists and our half of the drawings to make it seem a little bit less jarring, with the fact that it's just like suddenly gradient blue purple thing and then suddenly psychedelic orange green thing. I put like this kind of glowy thing in the middle to make it kind of mesh together. So yeah, this is pretty much it, I think. Let me know what you guys thought about what I did here and what you guys think about the collab. And if you haven't yet, be sure to go and check out Captain Thinker's channel and his part of collab. All the links are in the description box. You know, check his stuff out, subscribe to them, all that good stuff. And thank you to Captain Thinker for doing this collab with me. I had a lot of fun with it. I hope you did too. And I hope you like the result here of what I did. So yeah. If you guys enjoyed this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up and let me know in the comment section. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on upcoming videos. I make new videos every week. If you want to follow me on social media, all the links are in the description box where you can follow me for daily updates. And until next time, stay awesome, stay inspired, always. See ya!